Okay, so we just got done watching Friday the 13th, Part 7, New
Part
Blood.
seven, the
Yeah,
new
Part
blood.
7, New Blood. Yes, exactly. This was my first time watching it. How many times have you seen this one, Adam?
Oh man, I've probably seen this probably 10 times.
Yeah, 10 times, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise, but this
yeah.
movie is not one of the best.
Yeah, no, and yes, yeah, like yeah, as you can probably tell, our reaction to this movie, this isn't a horrible Friday the 13th movie. This one at least has Jason in it. Jason is at least in this one, unlike
Yeah.
Part 5. But I think you and I, as we were watching the movie, one thing that we both agreed on is where this movie failed is in the elements of what makes a Friday the 13th movie, which is the blood and gore,
Blood, blood, sex,
sex and drugs.
tits, drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah. Yes. Like exactly. Like none of us. Like we don't require a story in a Friday movie. Like all we need is we just need
Yeah.
Jason to slaughter some counselors and
Yeah.
just
No,
yeah,
nobody's watching Friday the 13th for the storyline
yeah, no, exactly.
at all.
Um and I think when you have a Friday the 13th movie that doesn't have any of those elements, like it doesn't really it's like it fails. It fails at being a Friday the 13th movie, and that's
Absolutely.
yeah, and that's our first negative that we're going to talk about is the kills in this movie are awful.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, the MPAA.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, they really butchered this movie to death. Like the
Yeah,
like the kills like a maximum like 3 seconds long. Like as
maybe,
far as
maybe three. Yeah,
yeah, like as far as blood and gore goes, like there is a very minimal in here, and
yep,
like here's the thing as well, like the kills have potential for being great. Like these are kills like I can see being really fucking cool. Like for example, like
yeah.
the sleeping
The
bag
weed
kill.
whacker. No, the
Yeah,
weed whacker. Imagine if the weed whacker, if they went like unrated or rated R or like whatever, like they were allowed to show blood and guts. Imagine how fucking amazing that scene would be.
yeah, oh yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. Like yeah, like and that's what I mean by like the movie. It has so much potential to. It has so much potential to be much more than what we're
Yeah,
seeing. And we were talking about how there is a cut of this movie that should have all that extra blood and gore that did get cut out by the MPAA and if it ever did exist or if it ever did get released, I would love to see that. Like
yeah, that'd be
that is
great.
yeah, like the version that we haven't seen, like that's the one I want to see. Like that's the
Yeah,
Friday movie I want. Like the sleeping bag kill, like that would like yeah, you said to me that there was like Jason whacked her against the tree like 15 times when they were filming it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
then
and the
yeah.
one in the movie they only use one take where he
Yes.
hits her one time.
Yeah, and it's yeah, like yeah, that was a big like disappointment. That's with a lot of the cures. Like yeah, you were hyping up the weed whack one for me, and I was looking forward to that. And then when it got to that, I was just like,
That
well,
was so stupid.
yeah,
Terrible.
yeah, like yeah, all the kills in this, and that's one of the reasons why, like, all Friday fans watch a Friday movies.
Good kills.
yeah, we expect to see Jason go further with his kills. Like we want to
We're
see
not
him
watching
go
these movies
creative.
for the story or the characters.
Yeah,
We want kills.
exactly. Yeah, and like yeah, I think that's one of the reasons where this movie really did fail for both of us. But if
Absolutely.
yeah, if you had to narrow it down to one kill in this movie that you actually got some enjoyment out of, what would that one kill be?
That would have to be the blonde girl that got the axe in the face, and then he throws her over the TV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty good kill. But like I mean, yeah, as we've said, like it was butchered. It was butchered to death.
Butchered.
Yeah.
What would your pick be?
Yeah. Hmm, mine would probably be mine would be the sleeping bag one because I felt like that one it had like there was at least like some energy in that death even though it was only like a few seconds long there was at least like it was cool and like
Yeah.
it was I mean like yeah like I would love to see a longer sequence of that but
Yeah.
like
Him slamming her against it like several times.
yeah,
That
and
would be awesome.
exactly. Yeah, like I honestly thought after part six, Jason Lives, I thought honestly that we would have gotten like I thought the MPAA finally would have realized what Friday fans want, but it's this movie just proves like this movie
Yeah.
just proves that they have no idea what we want.
I hate the MPAA. Like, why are they allowed to fucking tell us what we can and cannot see in a movie? Like, we're paying money to see this movie because we want to see people get killed.
Yes, exactly, and it's and yeah, all of the kills just feel very like very just feel very just like one
Watered down.
dimensional. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, watered down, and it's just it doesn't have that Friday the 13th charm
Yeah.
that we come to this
Yeah.
franchise expecting.
Exactly.
Um, and now let's switch topics for a minute and talk about Kane Hodder. So this was his first performance as
This is
Jason.
his first portrayal of Jason.
Yes. What did you think of Kane Hodder as Jason?
Honestly, I think he's just overrated. I mean, he gets so much love from the fans and so much like he's in four of these movies, okay? Three of them are dumpster fires, and which is Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X. Those are fucking dumpster fires. They are terrible pieces of shit. The one we just watched is the only one that Kane Hodder's done that is acceptable.
Yeah. Um, it's like I yeah, like I do agree with you. I think he is in the worst Friday movies. But I think like as far as performance goes, I mean like I mean, it's hard to it's like when you're acting like you don't really know what the execution of the movie is going to be until you actually see it. I mean, you read the script and like maybe on paper like Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, maybe it has some really cool ideas in it, but then when you watch the movie it's completely like, different from what we actually read on the script and I think that's just one of these occasions here where on paper maybe like Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, like it looks good, and this movie, like I'm sure there are good ideas, I'm sure on script, like as far as the kills go, but and then what we. And like here's the thing, I wouldn't really blame this movie on Kane Hodder or the director. I would blame this movie on the MPAA for what they did and the movie that we got.
Yeah, the MPA definitely fucking ruined it.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, as far as what I think of Kane Hodder as Jason, I think um, I think he does a really good job at embodying the Jason
I mean, he's
character.
he's fine. He's fine as Jason, but everybody just worships him. I mean, he doesn't really do anything. All he does is like what does he do? Huff and puff his chest like, "Ugh, ugh." Like that's pretty much like the only thing you can when you think of Kane Hodder. Like that's all you can think of.
Yeah. But then
He
like
just
if
huffs and puffs.
yeah, but then like if you also but then
That's the only
yeah.
difference between him and the other Jasons. He huffs and puffs.
but then if you also look at like Kane Hodder's, like if you look at the personality of Jason and how Kane Hodder portrayed that, and how he portrayed like Jason's like movement and all that, I think he does a really good job at playing that slow and steady Jason, and kind of and what like why Jason is so iconic to us. I think Kane Hodder, I think he reminds us why Jason is so iconic, and it's because it's because of the theme song, the it's because of that. It's because of the way Jason like stalks his victims. It's the way he like it's his movement. It's his everything, and I think that's something that Kane Hodder, I think, did do a really good job in this movie, but then also in the sequels coming after this.
Yeah.
And now let's talk about like our let's talk about like our new character, our Carrie type character.
Tina. Her name was Tina.
Tina, yeah. Tina, what do you think of her?
It was stupid. It was like it's just basically just Carrie versus Jason. Like, I mean, I guess they were probably running out of ideas. Like, how do we make another Friday the 13th movie? Like, what can we add to it to make it different or whatever? I guess that's probably where they were coming from.
Yeah.
Instead of just making the same movie again, they want to add something to it.
Yes, yeah.
Make it unique.
Yeah, I mean, and like this is, I mean, okay, like I think what they have here, I think it looks good on paper, but then I think it's the way they executed this idea, which doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, exactly. It looks good on paper, and then
yeah, for sure, yeah. But then the movie that you get, it's all like it doesn't live up to that. But I thought Tina. I mean, I'm gonna be kind to this character. I mean, I think it was good that the movie it did go a different direction. It did try to mix up its formula and kind of do some new stuff with its characters. And that's something that is something that I respect. I don't necessarily like, but I can respect this franchise for doing something different, for actually trying to go some new territories, and not doing the same, like not doing the same like hack and slash formula.
Yeah.
So even though like that's why I love Friday the 13th, is I love seeing all that hack and slash stuff that we expect.
That's why we watch these movies.
Exactly, yeah. But I think it was good that they did kind of mix it up, but then in the end, as I said, it's all in execution and story and all that, which I don't really feel like they executed it all that well. Like the ending to this movie, you've already told me that you don't like it. Can you explain why exactly? Why you don't like it?
The stupid zombie dad that she resurrects like out of nowhere. And if you look at the dad, he's supposed to be a zombie that's been sitting at the bottom of the lake for fucking 10 years, 20 years, whatever. He comes out of the lake, he's looking perfectly fine. Like he should be like rotted, and like he should be like a skeleton. Like he just comes out of the lake, he's got skin, he's like normal, he's like totally fine. He's got a little bit of mud on his face. He should be a rotted fucking corpse.
Yeah, but then like if because the opening sound, I'm not sure actually when that took place, but I know, but like in the opening, we saw Tina like as a young child.
Yeah.
And then we cut like 10, 15 years after, and she's all grown up.
Grown up, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think within that time gap, I don't think her dad would become like a skeleton. I think he would be on the edge of that, but I think it would have to be like 20 or something years in order to actually for your body to fully, I guess,
maybe
fully dissolve.
I mean, but the point is, like, he was in the bottom of that lake for fucking at least 10, 15 years. And he just comes out of the lake like he just like no big deal. Like he just looks fine. Like he would be a little bit decomposed, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The ending to me, I mean, I think it's a cool idea how they kind of brought the opening scene. Like, I like how they kind of brought the opening scene like full circle, and at the end of this movie, I like how they kind of tied the opening and the ending together. I did like that, but then at the same time, like the way the ending's executed just feels so odd. Like that's how Jason dies, like just by being pulled back into the water. Like seriously, like I didn't like the way Jason died in this one, and I can also say the same about his resurrection at the beginning of this movie, which I think is horrible. Like there's no
stupid.
Yeah, like there was no. It just felt really basic, like how Jason was resurrected and killed in this one. It just felt very basic. There's not really much else I can really say about the ending. I think it has potential for being good, but just the ending that we got, its execution was not good. And I think that I know I'm saying that a lot. I'm saying that like execution like ruins a lot of this movie, and in many ways it does.
Yeah.
And now one of our last remaining topics is the acting in this one. Our new group of characters. What did you think of them?
I mean, it's Friday the 13th. The acting is never going to be top notch. I mean, they're not the greatest actors, and the characters, like, you don't really invest. You're not going there to invest into the characters and stuff. You're there to watch Jason kill people, and the acting, I mean, it's acceptable, I guess.
Like I think my problem here with the acting is it's everybody feels like they don't want to be there. Like I just kept on getting that vibe. I kept on getting that vibe. Like
it's true.
Like they really don't really want to be there, because like for in part 6, for example, Jason Lives, like the acting, that one was really good. Like the characters were putting a lot of effort into their portrayals as these characters. And then part 7, like these feel like very watered down characters that don't really have much of a personality to them, and which, like, I think you bring up a good point where you say we don't go to a Friday movie expecting to see, like fantastic characters or fantastic acting or anything like that. Like I do agree there, but I feel like in order to, I guess, feel some sympathy for the characters, each character should at least have a different personality. And I think that's what the first 4 movies understood really well. Like the characters in the first 4 movies, like I remember them really well. And then in part 5, I don't remember anything about that movie, and I would much rather not remember that movie.
And movie sucks.
Yeah. New Beginning, like the ending to that movie is horrendous.
Yeah, at the end of that movie, you just feel so ripped off. Like,
because
the whole time you're trying to tell me that was Jason the whole time, and then at the end of the movie, you're just like, nope, fooled you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, like that is not a Jason movie. That's not a Friday movie.
No, bullshit.
Yeah, and then in part 6, Jason Lives, like the characters and acting, I think that is some of the best in the entire franchise, if I'm being honest. Like I fucking love Jason Lives.
6 is very good.
Yeah,
Jason Lives.
But it's I don't know what to expect in the other movies, because like Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, all of them. I feel like I'm in the shithole now.
Don't expect much.
Oh yeah, like it's yeah, like I've already I saw Jason X Manhattan a few years back. I don't remember the movie, but I remember him being on like a boat or a yacht for the entire runtime, and him in
Yeah.
Manhattan for the last like 10 minutes. How the hell is
Yep.
that movie called Jason Takes Manhattan when he doesn't even take over? Like
No, he
it,
doesn't. It should have been called Jason Takes a Boat Ride.
yeah, to Manhattan. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because like that's because like Jason Takes Manhattan, like that feels like Jason's holiday break. Where
Yeah.
he's just kind of like he has retired from killing everybody. He just wants to take a break for a movie, and that's what that movie really is.
Yeah. It's
It's
very
just
misleading. It's a very misleading title. I mean,
title
Jason Takes
exactly.
Manhattan. You think he's going to be slaughtering people left and right all over the city.
Yeah,
Like,
and
takes
it's
Manhattan.
yeah,
No, he
and
ends up
yeah,
at Manhattan at the end of the movie for a minute. It's Jason on a fucking boat,
yes,
and it
yeah.
sucks. The movie
Yes.
sucks.
Yes, I am not looking forward to talking about that movie on no, I'm not looking forward to talking about that movie on my channel. Um, but like yeah, like I may as well just I may as well just try and so I may as well just try and sleep through the remaining of these movies up until I get
Yeah.
to the which one came first out of Three vs Jason and the remake? Which one was first? I think actually no,
Freddy vs.
yeah.
Jason. Freddy vs. Jason came out in 2003.
Three,
The
and then the
remake came out in
remake
2009.
2009. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, up until I get to Three vs Jason, I am in an absolute shithole of Jason movies now. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm, it's, yeah. So I am. I don't have big expectations. I've seen Jason Goes to Hell before that movie. I am questioning on whether or not I should rewatch it. I don't. I'm like I like here's the thing, like I've never liked Jason Goes to Hell. I don't think this viewing will change my mind at all. I've seen that movie like twice now. I feel the exact same about it.
Yeah. Jason Goes to Hell is the worst Friday the
Yeah.
13th movie.
It is like that. Like
It's
Jason,
garbage.
Jason is literally a spirit in that movie. Like he's
He's a
not even
spirit.
Jason. He's not
He's no.
even he's not who we as the fans know him as. He's just a spirit who can
That movie
transport
is so
to
bad.
bodies. Yeah, it is. It's that is and like the reason Jason Goes to Hell is bad is because Sean S. Cunningham, he's the one who changed that
Yep.
movie. He's
Yep.
the reason why that movie is so incredibly bad. If he had no involvement in Jessica Goes to Hell, I feel like there may have been a better chance at a better Friday movie.
Yeah. He just slapped his name on it. He wanted a fucking paycheck, and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Adam, what was his quote again for Jason Goes to Hell?
Oh, he told the director, he said, do whatever you want, just get rid of that damn hockey mask.
Yeah, and see, like from that quote alone, you can tell the level of passion that guy has and respect for this franchise he
Yeah.
has. Like he
I
has
think
zero interest in this franchise and his fan base. Like he does not care about anything in this franchise
at
anymore.
all. I think I
He's
sent
there
you
for the
that video
money.
clip where he's like trying to do the theme. He's like kiki ma or whatever that
Yeah.
theme is, something like that.
Yes, yeah, you sent me that. Like seriously, like Sean S.
He
Cunningham,
doesn't even
he's
know. He doesn't even know Jason's fucking theme.
yeah, fame. Like it's so iconic. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah. He couldn't even get
that
that
is
right.
amazing. Like that is incredible. Like that is scary. Whenever I hear that, I instantly get goosebumps all over me. Like that is a
Yeah,
chilling theme.
and the way he just talks about it, he's like, oh, kiki or whatever it is. Like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, it's
I hate that guy.
yeah, it's yeah. Sean
I
is
really
coming.
do.
He's the reason why we don't have a Friday the 13th movie at the moment.
Yeah, because the next movie would be the 13th movie in the franchise. It'll be Friday
Yeah,
the 13th, part 13.
yeah, and
Come
yeah,
on, we gotta make at least one more. We gotta get to
yeah,
13. But he's the reason why it's stuck in fucking the lawsuit thing, because he's
Yes.
just a greedy bastard.
Yeah, the only reason why he puts his name onto these movies is, as he said before, he just wants money. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the franchise. He doesn't care if he doesn't care if he screws it up. He's there for the paycheck, and then he goes away. Like that's literally the minimum of his involvement in these movies. And he's a terrible producer, and like. Okay, here's the thing: is like if Sean is coming in, if he didn't like these movies, like fine, but he can at least respect them. But he has no respect for them at all.
At all.
Yeah. It's it's a shame because he spawned this entire franchise.
I know that's what pisses me off. It's like. The guy created Friday the 13th, and I fucking hate him. Like,
yeah, I mean, it should not be that way.
No,
shouldn't. We should like him, but at the same time, I don't like to give Sean S. Cunningham like any credit. I mean, I give him credit for making a great first movie, but then as far as spawning Jason, he did none of that. He hates the hockey mask. He hates it.
And he didn't even write the story of Friday the 13th. That it was written by Victor Miller. All Sean did was direct the movie.
Yeah. So yeah,
he didn't come up with the storyline or the screenplay.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't really give any credit to him as far as where Jason is at. Like zombie Jason, like we all love, and Sean S. Cunningham, he's on the opposite spectrum where he hates that, where he hates zombie Jason. But yeah, I feel like we have read enough in Sean S. Cunningham. So yeah, to wrap up this review on Part 7, New Blood, what would your rating be for this movie out of 10?
Out of 10? Oh my god. 5.
5, yeah, nice. For me, I am going a bit lower on that. I'm gonna probably give this movie since this is like I would much rather watch any other Jason movie than this. I mean, there's good things in it, but I can't see myself going back and rewatching it, and so that does decrease my grade for this one quite a bit. So I'll probably give it a 3.5 out of 10.
3.5.
Yeah, it's like the only reason why I'm giving it 3 is because there are a handful of things in this movie that I can enjoy. Like I can enjoy the concept of the kills.
Plus Jason looks cool. You can see his spine, you can see his skeleton, like his bones and stuff.
Yeah, which I said that to you. I said that to you that the makeup and prosthetics looks like amazing. Like it is spot on. So like there are good things in here. That there is great makeup, and there is great makeup display on the kills that we see. Well, at least what we do see of them. Like the makeup looks good.
It's just too bad we didn't get to see the kills in their glory. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like these kills would have looked amazing if we actually saw the entire sequence and not a quarter of one, or less than a quarter actually.
Less than a quarter.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. That. Do you have anything else you want to say about this movie before I wrap up the review?
Can't think of anything.
Yeah. It's as you guys probably already know, but I'm just going to recap anyways. Do not watch this movie. Watch Jason Lives. Watch like any other movie.
Yeah.
Watch any of the original 6. They have like minus part 5. You will find more enjoyment in the first 5 movies, because I don't really like to consider part 5 in that conversation.
Yeah, part 5 is
it's not a Jason movie, so
it's not.
But yeah, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 are the ones. Yeah, you should stick to those ones, and the remake. Actually, the remake is really
and
good.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, and Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah. But yeah, stick to those ones. But yeah, just give this one a miss. I don't really recommend this one to anyone.
Yeah,
So,
not
anyways,
recommended.
yeah. So anyways, yeah. So which like that pains me to say because I really wanted to like this movie. Like I have a
Yeah.
Friday 13th New Blood shirt on. Like I was looking forward
Yeah.
to checking this one out, and it was just
Yeah.
it was just like it was a big letdown for me. So which is
Disappointing.
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that is our review for Friday the 13th Part 7 New Blood. Yeah, Adam, where can they find your channel?
YouTube. YouTube.com/Marty McFly88. That's 88. 88
Yeah.
miles per hour.
Yeah. So go give him a subscribe. You have lots of great horror content on there for the horror fans. You have some ranking videos. You have some movie reviews up there. You even have like a cool little Friday the 13th teaser on there, which is really cool.
Yes, though I filmed it myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was cool. I like that. So yeah, go give him a subscribe, and then until next time, guys. For my Jason Takes Manhattan review, which that's gonna be a pain to get through.
That's gonna be very painful.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. So, anyways, I'll see you guys next time.